Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Daniel Davidson. I hope you're having a good day. And I'm the CEO of Business Star Makers. Today, or I should say tonight, I wanted to speak with you about culture. And let me tell you, culture is a very, very important part of an organization. It is an ingredient that, matter of fact, can build or destroy an organization. The culture of, in fact, some of the organizations that have changed the history of the world are so well known that you probably know about them and you know why they've changed the world. Think of Apple. Think of Steve Jobs. Think of that revolutionary culture. The fact that that company basically made a product that stood for basically a product that did not comply with the average norm. And people who went and bought that product were proud that they did not fit within the norm. And it stood for quality and stood for being a different kind of a product. And basically the culture of Apple was what it was. And that culture was so very noticeably different. It was strong, and people adhered to it even up to today. The quality, what it is, right? People know culture of Apple, right? So Google has a culture of its own. It is techie, it is advanced, it is high end. It is the the primary most advanced culture of technology. That's Google. People are willing to work for free to work for Google. When I was graduating from my MBA school, I recall that people were willing to do internship for free when they were offered jobs for $200,000, $300,000 a year. They were willing to work as an intern for Google just because they loved the culture. They used to sleep at night on the floor of that company, working for free, waking up in the morning, going back to work. I mean, just the culture of just hardworking kids on computers, on their own laptops around, that was the culture at the time. I mean, that was what it was. Tesla has its own culture of geniuses just creating technology. Elon Musk, that kind of guy. And people that are surrounding him. The companies that are in, Northern California, making history right now in technology. All the other companies that have very different, cultures that are created by the guys on top of the organization, right? The culture is created by the presidents, by the executives, by the CEOs. The culture is what makes the organization what it is. And you, as the creator of the organization, determine what your team would feel, what your team will become passionate about. If you show up 10, 11, 12 noon and you're not passionate, you don't have energy, you don't really care, that's what you're teaching your team. That's what you're telling your team. Hey, I'm not really into this business. And the culture of the business is, it's not really important. This company is not that big a deal. We're just doing a work, just get a paycheck, go home. But on the other hand, if you are an organizational leader that's passionate about what you do, you show up 5 in the morning, you have a purpose, you are someone who's inspired, you really are in an organization with all of your heart, soul, and you have a purpose higher and bigger than you, you are putting all of you into this organization with a purpose that is to serve others, and you know what your calling is in life, and it is beyond you, it's beyond money, and you found your purpose and you're pursuing it and others know it, that inspires others to be part of that organization with you. And that is what the culture becomes in that organization, and others will gravitate towards you. That is what the culture will be, and that's what's going to be the success story that others will tell about your organization.